Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Doing some Chibi this week, at least as the current plan, because let's be real, I haven't really thought about it that hard. I thought about this approximately 20 minutes before starting, so once again, as customary for the start of the week, we're just gonna wing it and try and throw together a composition to see where it could go from. Honestly, if I can't think of anything, I'm just gonna work on the visual model that I've been working on and just go from there. But I'm gonna try and work something out here. Alright, so what do we want to do here? If I put a... Let me just see how it feels if I just section off the image with some structures. The right DPI it is. Let's just say there's a thing in the middle here, roughly the middle, right about there. I'm eyeballing it right now. I've got the rulers on, but let's be right, I use it. Say we go about this. Say there's a bit of a mountain here, bowl shape. Probably could be a bit bigger and just stretch it. Not that big. Just like set this right down about the middle of the canvas right there. Let's stick this to a corner of the canvas. Let's just say it's just sitting here. Go. Big round Chibi head. What's the best way to sketch out a body in Chibi size? I usually end up doing the bean, even though most of the time I don't end up using the bean as the actual body. I usually just draw like a very downsized body. Or head's like roughly about there. Let's just say that. Probably be doing these in different layers. I feel like for a sketch, quick sketch should still be okay. I probably want the body. Body should be what, like about. Do a tube for the leg right now. Not gonna worry too much about it. The butt should be on top, right? Slide that in underneath. Kinda layer two legs down. Let's just say like it's about a chunk of this thing, or just say. Make some plans of this. Say what is it usually? It's like, it's not jam, it's just like flavorless sweet sauce syrup, right? Like just syrup up here. here. Need this. Okay, nice. A bow. I feel like a very I do the very neutral look. But I want to bulge the cheeks a little bit. What like? Should it be that far out? Should it be more in? Should it be like more like in the head or out of the head? Like actually bulge the cheeks like a lot to make it little over the top. Well, either way, we want to have sheesh. Yeah. What do we want to do with arms? Probably shouldn't write her name that big over the front of her face. Hold on, let me just get right in here and just write it more along like her leg where I don't need to worry about even getting in the way here. I want to put Sheffy behind her, ideally. So we're just gonna drop you down a bit. Drop you down there. I'd be cutting more of the leg area. I think I want to like actually try and simplify doing the feet and actually go with tubes, cylinders. It should be smaller. Regardless, let me just very casually do my best to cut. I don't really have a good way of cutting these two. Go it this way. But I should be doing these on different layers. Could be smart and do these on different layers. So let's just do that and get that out there. Okay, so name these layers a bit more. Put that into a folder. We're just gonna go ahead and say, not really give it a drop yet. Brainstorming sketch. Just call it sketch. I'm just going to grab your head and go a little. Looking at about a 3 head Chibi, so let me just get rid of some of these lines so that you know feel how it feels if I just try and bulge the cheeks out. And let me actually just separate this completely. What should be a gigantic bowl shaped ice. It's this layer. Nice. Okay, let's consider positioning a little bit. I think I'm never sure with Chibi characters is just like how to get them close to each other when the head is so much real estate. Okay, let us say ice go a little bit this way. We're gonna put you a little bit here so that you're like right against the bowl. And that gives us a little bit more real estate here. We're gonna put you like a little bit. Don't really have much perspective here, but we just put you like a little bit out back. It doesn't matter, you look a little bit taller, you're actually a little bit taller. And we just... Where's a spot that doesn't really matter right now? More A and a small E. Sheffy. And we'll just go 1, 2, you. Yeah, let's just make you green. We'll just do like a darker blue for now. Yeah, that'll work. The legs be more apart. That's the only problem with drawing the writing in the name right there just to tag everything. I don't want a arm. Like, and then also a bit of a exaggerated spoon mechanism of some kind. I don't know why I said it like that, it could just be spoon. But shaved ice spooning mechanism of some kind. Actually, when was the last time I had shaved ice? Let me have a think about it. Can shaved ice maintain its shape if it's this big? It's just like piled bits of like really finely grinded up ice, so it shouldn't be structural integrity problems of just having what's effectively a giant bit scooped out of it, right? What do you think about that? That's a crazy thing to think about. You know what, let's Google shaved ice. Might be saying goodbye to Google soon in terms of the standard search engine with the good old things being passed around the world right now, but okay, is there a picture of shaved ice with a chunk just taken out of it? Or are these all very photogenic photos of shaved ice, which is probably not shaved ice, it's probably plastic? Actually no, wasn't there a big deal about having to use actual food and photos or something, even though a lot of it probably still isn't? I mean, I guess for you're not doing it for advertisements, you're just doing it for other things. It probably doesn't really matter. The thing with shaved ice is that it doesn't really have... It won't collapse on itself. It's more like you create... Instead of collapse, it's more like a landslide, right? It would just be like, whatever's at the top would just like slide down the slope if there's too much of a cut. But if we're taking two chunks out of it where there's like nowhere for it to slide, so like this will slide down this way in theory, and it doesn't look completely insane. I just take two giant chunks out of the ice, right? You know, I've never seen shaved ice this up close, and it looks really weird. Almost look like colored grains of rice. I guess that's what happens when you zoom in that close to ice and color it. Kakigori. Flying shaved ice, is it different? Or is it just the flavor? Ain't it crazy? People are just like, what do we freeze juice and then grind the absolute crap out of it? Why is this how to make shaved ice desserts at home using a paper cone? That's insane. That's disposable. That's not at home. That's for like when you're hosting something in the summer at your place for some reason, instead of having someone else spend all the money to host it. You just show up with the free food. Oh dear. That's a sign that I'm not a good person. Why are these so elaborate? What is this? Why is there 3 different photos of it, one of it hitting? So elaborate. Usually also condensed milk, right, which acts as a glue, like keep it together as well, I guess. All right, let's just say we don't need to worry about structural integrity. We're just gonna go ahead and get the legs to be more red. Just aim the leg a little bit more that way and just tube up the leg right about. Up. Let's just grab your head and just shift you a little bit this way. Bum, 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 bum. Ba, 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 bum. Alright, just actually save the file, shouldn't I? Let's see. Ba, 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 bum, ba, bum. Alright, how's this hair work? What is happening here? Oh. Ba, ba, bum. Ba, ba, bum. Ba, 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 bum, ba. Ba, 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 bum, ba. Ba, 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 bum, ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 bum. Ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 ba. Let's see the pig ears. Another one. Ba, 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 bum. All right. Time to rethink the composition a little bit, because if I put Sheffy behind Precia, that's a lot of real estate being taken up by her hair. It's not gonna fit. Alright, so we're gonna grab you and you. We're gonna ship you so that the ice is now in the middle. That means we can also thin the whatchamacallit. I think I'm just gonna like redraw. We can also save the hair partially just out of frame. I want to keep it as a square canvas. That means that her hair that's going this way, and this is like really wavy. They're also really long. To wave it out there, we just add like a couple extra bits here and there. Go ahead and bring this. Hide the remainder of this like underneath the shaved ice right there. Just gonna bring here, just gonna bring like straight up so she's just like holding a spoon pretty much to her mouth. I want to just emphasize the cheeks a little bit. A little bit aggressive of them. Actually, like even cut out more of the body, kind of by just. What happens if I go like this? If I just like make this significantly bigger, keep the bowl like part way underneath here, then we could just go like here. We just go like. We just don't need as much real estate for everything else then. Oh. Ba, 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 ba. Alright, you know what? Let's just. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hum, hum, hum. Ba, 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 ba. Uh, ba, 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 ba. Why is everything buffering? That's not. Why are you buffered? You're not supposed to buffer. Hmm. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 bum. Ba, 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 ba. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Just gonna... And let's just do a big ol' exaggerated switch drop. All that. Um. Uh, how's the ice here work? Uh, I want to put the ice over the spot here. Uh, bup, 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 make that a lot shorter. Bup, 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 hum, 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 hum. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. Bup, bup, bup. Bup, 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 bup. Alright, wings. What? How much are... how much should I hide the wings? Ba, 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 ba. Wait a ways. Ba, 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 Well, let's just say spoon goes like... Spoon like right there. Ba, 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 ba. Probably just use like some sand texture for the ice, right? Um. Ba, ba. Uh, okay, let's try and do a slightly cleaner sketch over the top of this. Bup, bup, bup. Bup, 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 bup. Okay, so what kind of structural integrity do I need for the bit that's like a little bit eaten into? Um. Hmm. Alright, her pig. Do anything about a pig. Bup, bup. Bup, bup, bup. Alright, how do I go? I want to go what? Like, I want spoon right into the mouth here, or right towards the mouth. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Hum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Up. What's happening with that ribbon there? Up. 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 But hmm. Alright, how do I deal with her swimsuit? Alright, let me sit down. Ugh. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 um. Up, what was she want to go? Whoop. Bop, 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 where's the status goes? Bop, 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 bop. It should be pointing more. Let's just change the direction that she's like slightly sitting. Just skirt, right? It's not. Bum, 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 bum. Um. Hmm. Uh. Up, up, up. Up, 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 up. I don't know why I switched pins there. Alright, I could just kind of hide most of the body behind the bowl of James ice, and we can just forget about those details. Ba, 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 bum. Ba, 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 ba. Hmm. Actually, I want to try and do feet or just like do the tubes. uh. Hmm. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 bum, ba, bum. Alright, I want to just gonna create a layer of ice onto our skin here. Ba, ba, bum, ba, ba. Alright, what do I do with this? Hello there, how you doing? Ba, ba, bum, ba, bum. Ba, 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 bum. Oh boy. Oh, that's bright. Oh, that ain't it. Hold up. How do I deal with that? That ain't it. Alright, let me just use this. Okay, that's better. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba. I have not. I don't know how much longer the free pools are going for. Come to think of it. Actually, did I? I think I got someone else. I mean, on Sunday, I was actually holding a whole bunch of pools, but I threw all the free ones out there already. I might just like throw them out today, but there's a very good chance that I'll just not log into the game before the free pools expire. I'm very good at that. Pull that down so far, because that's going to be behind the ice here. Keep that down. Do a bit of that. I need to make the ice look more icy, or just make it look smooth like it is right now. I made her like way too wide, but Chibi head problems. That should probably be. Just do that for now. Actually a fold. So and the most important bit is to get block of ice into here. I do have some extra gems to work with because I spent some time clicking through the story that I haven't bothered clicking through yet. By that I mean I skipped all of the story and I have a very vague idea of what actually happens. That look a little bit more jagged there. Form the shape a little bit along. Whoa, yeah, on these parts. Just do something like that. Let's just flick a piece of this upwards. Something like that. What am I dealing with the swimsuit here? Yikes. That ain't it. Something like that. As I go into here, to the middle of her chest. Slightly different shape here. Just frills downwards, so we'll go one layer. Make these layers quite small, right? Go one layer here, one layer. That's gonna be behind the arm. We're just gonna put the arm on this. Even though how defined I should make bones sometimes when I'm doing chibi style. A bit like do that and just hide behind the arm there. Like still the rough, so I'm not gonna be too pedantic about some of the details. Bow. Second layer below this. Kind of some frill, something like that. Probably gonna be good enough for that. And then we want this third layer of frills. Probably should make just one fit. One can just go, yeah, just go straight up a little bit. And I want to do like a third layer. Something along the line of this. Put a bowl in her hand like so. We'll just get rid of frills behind that. I want to bring her back more in, but her butt more out. We'll go like that. We need to bring her swimsuit around her waist. But we're going to bring the skirt of it. It's frills again, right? So we'll go. Whoa. Kind of do it a little randomly right now. I'm not going to be too bothered by it. layer number 2. Wrap around her legs, around her body, and then layer 3. Should cover almost her butt, right? I don't know, go something like that. So I'm going to make this look a little bit more frilly than it was before. If I'm not completely not find this, that will be good enough to fix later. And then we're just going to bring her legs, bring her leg in like pretty sharply here, so that put her behind the old shaved ice here. She's also wearing like these high, or these four sole sandals here. I'll deal with that. In this like very tube shaped foot form, do I just go just add a extra into the cylinder and just also have the bit that goes around above the ankle a little bit. I'm not gonna see the heel or the important detail, which is the top of the sandal. This is a ribbon and a sunflower, and it's just not gonna be visible. Okay, let's wet drop. Wet drop. We want one eyebrow, 2 eyebrows in her eyes. Iris doesn't work this way. Okay, something like that. Then we want to go into here. We want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then just get rid of some of the lines below this, like so. And then we want to... So then we want to bring her wings out. Have a little bit of wings clipping back in this way. Okay, well, it's kind of a sanity I created. Okay, the fact you can't really see the edge of the face here makes us look a little bit weird, so we're just gonna go like this and just make her shit even wider. Just like the edge of her face, like right there into her cheek. Oh wait, no, we'll go like this. Actually, reduce the amount of face here. Along the shaved ice right there. Okay. Alright, how does that feel for initial draft? We can actually get rid of more of the details here because we're just going to hide that behind the shape dice. Oh, her tail. Her tail. What do I want to do about her tail? That's actually kind of thick. We'll just kind of stretch this out around the back here. We'll just add a little bits of icicles into the back of it. Like so. Her wing will go in front. Don't worry too much about texture until I need to get the texture. What other things do I need here? There is over here, let's say. I'm gonna go diamond, diamond out, in, diamond out, in, like that. So just that part, and then there's a little bit of the actual board here sticking out. So we that. Well, now just front of the frills. But that needs to have a thick part to it, and it's that the diamond sticking off this. Go diamond. Okay. Now the last question is, do I do something about adding this pig into here? I don't really feel like I've made the real estate for it. Especially with how stupidly... Probably actually have her hair coming down. Fluffy her hair actually is. Okay, how does that feel? I feel like complete insanity. Just bring some of these throws out like right here around her butt, basically. Go like that just to help that part, and then there should be a layer of throws coming off her, the transparent part of it. These are not see-through, so I guess some leeway in hiding some details here to just cover that up completely. It's very nice. It actually helps deal with the bits I'm not too sure about. And there's actually a second layer of throws below that. So like much of that. So like that. Bring that all the way in. Hide just behind there. That basically almost completely cover her leg, right? Because this is not transparent here. Completely cover her leg up. You know, when you see the back of her leg, we don't actually need to see the front of her leg. Knee side of her leg. Okay, how do I feel about that? I think that's actually okay for a base. Definitely a couple of bits of Sheffy's hair I'm not too sure about because of the way it folds. But I think I can work with this. This needs to be more of a hard fold over. Like lifts and folds. The lifts and folds would be more like that. Then this hair needs to actually be rooting from here. It just depends on how I want to do the eyes. I want eyebrows when I'm doing a more exaggerated eye like this. Alright, well, either way, now it is down to the point where I stare at this to decide where I'm okay at going forward with this, so just end on the sketch there. Okay, let's see. For like 20 minutes, so give that logged itself in. Oh, I'm not logged into it. I'm not keeping track. Feels like they've actually added a whole bunch of newer features to like the game in this version. There's not really particularly good reason to, right? Because their main audience is mobile in Japan, and usually the Japanese version also has like some liberal popularity in other parts of Asia, where it is still more common to have a to not have a PC in the house. Oh boy, daily 10 stamina. And they're finally giving out a little bit of free stuff, and it's like 10 stamina and like a little bit of money. Like, it's barely anything. I mean, I have pulled some characters from my free pools, because I pulled Hinata like day 1 of the free pools, and then I pulled Renge I think 2 days ago maybe, whenever I did the last bunch of free pools I stacked up. And I am not a fan of the battle pass, because it feels like it's much more just a whole bunch of it's trying to cover for a whole bunch of flaws by making you pay for it, which I guess makes sense in a monetary sense, but it's basically just dailies again, but battle pass. It does have free tickets in it, so obviously it's worth doing, but it's basically just do your dailies and then just clear your dailies and then come here and then clear the dailies again here. And there's, like usual, there's a weekly point limit. Like when I first opened, it's like, okay, so they've got the EXP things, they've got the books. I mean, if you don't buy the thing, then the books are predetermined to be for one school. But I looked at it, I was just like, basically, this is just them saying that like there's not enough resources for the player. Like, so how do we make them pay for it? Like, I mean, the thing with the Battle Pass right now, from what I'm seeing, is that if you do your dailies every day, you will finish the whole thing within, like, well within a limited time. At least that's how it feels right now. Maybe it's a little tighter than that, but usually that's how you have to make the Battle Passes, because you can't build them in a way where you're expecting players to actually log in every day. Like, you need like a little bit of leeway. Well, at least you get through all of the important stuff for the players who are like between the casual and the super invested ones. Indeed, I do not. You know, I gotta say, I'm not a fan of the mini game for this event. I don't know which TCG is more supposed to be based off, since it's not like the standard resource-based TCGs like Hearthstone, where you're hitting the player. But it's also different from Yu-Gi-Oh, where you have a set resource. So just like you're just trying to kill all the creatures, and it feels really over animated and slow. Actually, that's probably my main complaint about it, is that it feels really over animated, really slow to play. Actually, because BlueStacks is shit, I should probably play it on my phone, which runs faster. But like, realistically, I should just go through the minigame on my phone. How many was that? 340. I never bother doing that. It's too far away. There's one extra button click away, but with how slow everything loads on BlueStacks, that's like over 10 seconds of time I'm not willing to waste waiting for it to like slowly load in. Because that's that part, and then I'll go to here and do the exact same thing because I can't clear the missions anywhere else. It's basically a level every day just from like the daily missions. I mean, I'm presuming that you don't have to do the weeklies every week, like all of the weeklies. It should cap off before you finish all the weeklies. How am I not getting this? Does the event missions not drop this? Wild. I mean, the fun bit is that I'm actually playing on my phone and loads super fast as well. It's just that BlueStacks is a big pile of shit. Oh, I think I got the swimsuit ring I didn't get before. I thought there was a Neil in the corner there that I just completely ignored. Since the last set of gachas, I didn't get the 2-star, I got both of the 3 stars. I wouldn't say I'm like... Well, actually, no, I do actually play on Asian servers for a lot of games. It's like all of the Hoyoverse games and the and for Wuthering Waves, I play on the Asian servers. It's like 200 ping, which is pretty much equal to how. I mean, I haven't played a American server in a while. I think that's about the same ping usually. Like way back in the day when I mean, this was like before fiber. Like pre-fiber, me and my friends used to play League on the American servers, and that was about 200-ish ping, and that was without fiber, so that was already pretty good. I mean, we don't get any servers. We get servers in Oceania, they're all in Australia, which is wild because Australian internet is absolute trash. There shouldn't be much pity because the pity has gone to like 2-3 stars pretty early on. Because I've already drawn 2-3 stars within this 200 pool that I don't have. I'm not that bothered by it for this. Oh wait. Alright, how much do I actually care about you? That's the question now. Piercing, and you're just damage, right? I feel like I have enough people doing damage with piercing. Oh yeah, actually got the swimsuit ring that I didn't get in the previous gacha somehow. The 2-star. Oh way. Like I got 2 of what? I got 2 of like one before I got 2 of Kikyo, which was completely wild. Let's just do that. I'm gonna pay attention to that. That's a yikes. Only 2 on that. The one I don't care about is that's healing. Oh, that's kind of important, isn't it? And this links onto. I don't want everything. This is the nice to have, but not really as important. How many blue books do I have? I probably have enough, right? Eh, good enough. I should do that. 34 of these things. Now, I think I'll throw more gems at what I'm presuming that they do another round of gachas with these limited ones. But these are limited gachas. Yeah, limited gachas. It is in your chance. Oh, let's use. Oh, that explains a lot. These limited gachas, they usually do 2 ways of them. I think they've already revealed the Mika and Nagisa characters, or like the skills or something. I'm presuming they're doing second wave. I mean, probably actually just. Let's see. Of course not. Is this coming maintenance? No, this is the past maintenance. They're kind of just like also just tossing 1 tickets that I totally haven't used. I've got like 30 or nearly 40 of these stacked up. I just haven't used them. What are these that I haven't done? Clear stages. The stages that I just won't ever do because I'm past them. That's annoying. I actually had to clear, or could I just like skip it? Is that a thing I can do? Oh good, I can just skip it. We'll go in and skip these. There's tickets attached to them there, so just go through that. And the freaking equipment part drops is just hideous. Oh, this one requires tickets. All of these require tickets. They actually want me to do the level 1s of those. That's crazy. Like, very quickly stacking these up. You know, remind myself the next time the stamina heals to actually like, not stamina, the tickets heal to go through these bounties. But that's just inconvenient. What do we have? We have a hard state. That costs us 20, that's unfortunate. How far back is global? It's like what, like half a year back? You just went through the anniversary event. Oh, there's like 5 tickets attached to each of these. I actually had to go through and do these. So inconvenient. These are tickets, right? Is it? Because isn't the anniversary like it wasn't February? Wasn't it about half a year? Oh, whatever. It doesn't really concern me right now. Wait, I click through the remainder. How much of the stories do I still need to click through? It's just what the was it Grammaton. You click through all of this. I mean, they could just release things faster because they don't have to wait for like actual like design and what do you call it? Design and balance, or at least initial design and balance. Because let's be real, gacha games don't balance. I just need to click through the rest of these. All right, but anyways, I'll give this the good old stare down to decide on how I feel about this going forward. But they balance at the time and they don't balance beyond that. Actually, there is one gacha game I played that actually does balance. But it's Grand Blue, which is also like 12 years old or something. So they kind of have to. They want you to use older characters. Like periodically, the old characters in Grand Blue actually get reworks, which is insane. Like the skills actually get changed out and modernized, so that you can actually make. I mean, they're still weaker than the new characters, but it makes them usable rather than shit. Which is, you know, for a gacha game where, you know, your main income is to constantly power creep the game, is actually a completely wild concept. Because there's no game mode in Grand Blue that requires you to have more than, I think the largest number of characters you need in that game at any given time is 12, I think, which is not much. Actually, wait, no, you need 3 full teams, so that's... And the fighting game is so much more fun than the gacha game these days. The gacha game hasn't honestly aged that well. Like, it's probably still a little interesting, but it's mostly just a numbers game now. Like, at first, like, the early parts of the scaling, there's a lot of strategy based on, like, how you build your teams, but the late game is literally just pretty much fixed teams with big numbers. As long as you can keep doing big numbers while sustaining, it doesn't really matter what you're doing, which I don't particularly like. I mean, I haven't really touched the game in quite a while now, so I don't know what's doing now. I mean, I can't do the super late game stuff because I just instantly explode. I mean, I don't know how they decided that they literally gatekeep you from one of the raids, because the moment you enter the raid, the boss will nuke you for like 50k damage. Like your whole team would just eat 50k damage, including the back row who's not in the fight. And basically, if you don't have over 50k health, you can't do the raid. Because you don't have time to set up, but the boss will do a preemptive attack on you. It's crazy. I think I only have like 2 or 3 teams that have over that much health, like completely. Because the main character's got like way more health than everyone else, even though they're like weaker otherwise. So your main character's job is just like stand there and not die. Alright, so looking at this, I think this is okay, so I'll just continue along with this tomorrow. Line it in a bit more nicely than this. And then we'll go from there. Depending on how quickly the next Princess Connect event comes around, I might go with that again next week, because I did have to go through the Twitter to pull this image out, and I did see what the next event was, or next event is, and I gotta say my gem count on that game is currently really dire, because they've for some reason decided to make every character limited now, which is absolutely insane. So I've been really tight on gems. We'll see how it goes. Alright, but anyways, thank you very much for watching today's session of sketching, drafting, and if you want to see more of this, remember to be subscribed or following, depending on where you're watching from. Leave a like because it helps me out, and I'll see you again next time.